Leaders have a tremendous impact on company culture. They set the agenda, prioritize work, manage, lead, and delegate. We're going to take a look first at strategies to improve team performance, and next we'll look at leadership and teamwork, 10 ways leaders can help their teams. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell to get notified when we post new videos. You don't want to miss any of them. We have some really good ones coming up in the next few weeks. I've been a professional coach since 2007 and have coached hundreds of people. I've helped many of them work through their limiting beliefs, and those beliefs serve to hold them back. And that's really helped them grow in their career and in their leadership abilities. Leaders have a tremendous impact on company culture. They set the agenda, prioritize work, manage, lead, and delegate. Strong leaders provide a sense of vision, purpose, mentorship, and inspiration to those they lead. Today's diverse workforce is reshaping what it means to achieve personal and professional success. So let's talk about some strategies to improve our team performance. Some effective leadership strategies that improve employee performance are as follows. 1, set clear goals. One of the primary ways to improve the work performance of an individual and a team is to establish and set clear goals for your employees. Setting clear goals is also an effective technique for leadership team development. An employee or a team working without clear goals is a directionless boat floating aimlessly on the sea. A good leader cannot expect his employees to work effectively and efficiently without knowing what they should achieve. Establishing clear goals ensures channelization of an employee's hard work and efforts in the right direction and accomplishing set goals. Number 2, employee training program. Another leadership strategy to improve team performance is training the existing employees. Instead of hiring new talents from the market, investing in the training of existing employees would help organizations upskill them. Upskilling also will boost the employees' confidence in the organization's ethos and increase trust in leadership. Investing in new talents is a long, drawn-out process involving a lot of money and time. Hence, a good leader should improve the efficiency of employees through training programs and performance improvement planning. Just reach out to me if you have any questions or need help with that. In addition, implementing effective team management strategies that inculcate trust and confidence in the employees is crucial for a leader. A true leader can mentor the employee towards the fulfillment of common organizational goals. In the era of changing business dynamics, strategic performance management is imperative. It helps improve the productivity and efficiency of employees, crucial for the longer sustenance of an organization. 3, employee recognition programs. Acknowledging and rewarding employees is one of the effective leadership strategies to improve the productivity and efficiency of said employees. This step ensures that employees are satisfied with their organization's returns, thereby motivating them to complete the assigned task on time with efficiency. The employee recognition program is a growth strategy that most business leaders adapt to ensure employee satisfaction. It strengthens peer-to-peer relationships, and it fosters a positive team environment within an organization. Additionally, this strategy helps business leaders retain existing talents within your current organization. And finally, with numerous advantages, it offers employee recognition programs to achieve further milestones as a reliable business strategy. Do you have one within your organization? 4, become a good coach and mentor. Becoming a good coach and mentor is not everyone's cup of tea, but it's a crucial trait that a true leader must possess for improvement in your employees' performance. It's a long, drawn-out process that takes a lot of hard work, but it offers various benefits for effective team leadership. Essentially, a good coach must encourage, provide feedback, and actively listen to the problems faced by employees. These traits help the coach devise an effective strategy for getting the best out of their employees, thus creating an environment conducive to the growth of those employees. It also instills in them a sense of confidence and trust towards the leader. Also, the leader should demonstrate to employees the correct approach for successful accomplishment of assigned task. Finally, mentorship effectively ensures the grooming of talent with the potential of being future leaders for an organization. 5, know the strengths, weaknesses, and expectations of employees. Just like knowing the organizational goals of an organization is essential, equally important is to be aware of employees' strengths, weaknesses, and expectations. Knowing these things helps the leader effectively allocate work according to employees' capabilities and achieve optimum work output. That's not all it's about, but it does help. And it effectively ensures that the employees are truly enjoying their work, along with completing a given task efficiently. Identifying employees' caliber forms a major part of performance improvement planning. Acknowledging the limitations of employees is as important as encouraging them for their accomplishments. One of the crucial aspects of the importance of leadership at the workplace is the ability of the leader to curate and design the personalized training program. Leaders should make an active effort to know their employees better, what they want, what drives them, and ultimately should try to fulfill these things and satisfy them. 6th, and maybe the hardest, delegate and empower. Perhaps the best leadership strategy to improve and maximize work performance is to delegate work to employees with higher responsibility and then empower them to take those new initiatives on. Entrusting employees with greater responsibility gives them a sense of self-worth. Further, this motivates them to work harder and give their best to gain recognition among their colleagues and their superiors. Empowering employees to approach the task with newer initiatives avoids unnecessary delays caused by the unavailability of a person having a specialty in that task. Moreover, training and coaching employees make the task of delegation easier for the leaders. So, key takeaways. In today's dynamic business world, an organization has to face cutthroat competition inevitably. Even a single strategy in the wrong direction could prove fatal for the survival of a business in the market. Therefore, business leaders need to consider the survival of an organization in the market through strategic performance management and leadership strategies that bring out the best in their employees. Do you have experience as the leader yourself or with someone that leads in this way? Give us a shout out in the comments below and tell us your story. We'd really love to hear from you. So let's talk about the importance of teamwork and leadership. Why are teamwork and leadership so important? Together, they provide clarity for your team and directly impact your company vision. But what do those outcomes look like in practice? And more importantly, what actions can you take every day to help your team succeed? Today, we're looking at the top characteristics of a good leader, followed by 10 ways you can help your team work together better and more cohesively. So let's start with the characteristics of a good leader. Cultivating an environment of teamwork starts by building trust and rapport, by being the kind of leader that teams want to follow. The best leaders share the following characteristics, no matter their leadership style or personality. They're a strong communicator. Being a leader is inherently about people. Yes, there are KPIs and products to deliver, but you don't lead KPIs. You lead people. With that in mind, perhaps no characteristic is as valuable to a leader as effective communication skills. Every single day, you'll be communicating to motivate, to instruct, to correct, and 100 other things. If you're a positional leader or leading from a non-leadership role who lacks confidence in this area, consider investing in training or practices that will help you improve and gain confidence. So, emotional intelligence is the next one. Speaking of working with people, leaders must be able to understand and adjust to the emotions of others, including nonverbal and contextual signals. Great leaders go beyond merely identifying emotions in others. They have the soft skills to help others manage their way through strong emotional responses and to push teams and individuals toward the right outcomes. This is emotional intelligence, or EQ, a crucial skill for anyone who works with others, especially leaders. And it's essential when leading a team through the 5 stages of team development. You'll use these skills throughout, most of all in the storming stage. Analytical. Strong leaders also need to demonstrate strong analytical skills. An analytical leader can take stock in the situation, consider possible paths and likely outcomes, and chart the course most likely to succeed. This skill set provides value no matter your role, and it becomes increasingly valuable the more authority a person has. So let's talk about 10 ways leaders can help manage their team. Beyond these characteristics or traits of effective leadership, every leader can take actionable steps to lead teams better and encourage greater teamwork. Consider implementing one or more of these 10 ideas over the course of the next week. 1. Foster open and honest communication. Create an environment where openness and honesty in all aspects of communication are encouraged. Ask people to share their views and talk about the obstacles in their way. Ask for and listen to feedback. Don't be afraid to ask questions yourself. Here are 5 questions you should add to your regular practice, in fact. Most of all, ensure your team members have a clear path to your door if they need it. 2, create collaborative goals. At the outset, goals should be clearly set and defined. Getting this right at the start may take a little extra time and planning, but it pays major dividends. For the best outcome, the team needs to buy into the goals, so plan them together. Everyone involved needs to be aligned on what success looks like, so outline detailed KPIs right at the beginning. Leaders need to acknowledge and support the team throughout the process, so check in frequently and offer guidance where needed. The importance of KPIs and OKRs as you go about goal setting with your teams helps to place those goals in a framework and base them on real metrics and data. OKRs, or objectives and key results, provide that framework while tracking the appropriate key performance indicators, or KPIs. Gives you the metrics and data for what your team is currently accomplishing. OKRs are by nature collaborative, which fosters team involvement and increases buy-in. They also define success well. The key results lead toward the objective or act as milestones along the way. 3, celebrate their success. Good job, team. Never forget to laud good team efforts, ideas, or targets met. Share your team's successes with the company at large and champion them to leadership. You can even organize a lunch or dinner for big wins where every team member can share the achievement. However you choose to mark the moment, do it together. 4, allow team members to problem solve. Instead of imposing solutions, encourage team members to brainstorm and develop their own suggestions. By giving your team space, whether that's physical, metaphorical, or even virtual with teamwork spaces, to find the right solution and propose their ideas. You can empower them to think creatively, develop their confidence, and foster a sense of ownership. 5, provide adequate resources and training. A great leader doesn't just help their team members do their current jobs. Great leaders help them identify room for advancement, to develop their skills and to progress their careers. Support your team by giving them the resources they need to excel and reach that next level. 6, really important one, keep yourself accountable. In your time as a leader, things won't always go perfectly smoothly. You might even make a few bad calls. Hey, you're only human. So when things go wrong, when a project goes off track, when the scope suddenly changes, when the unexpected happens, you need to face it head on. Take responsibility and work with your team to address the issues and then get back on target. Here's some accountability tips. Demonstrate effective time management skills by completing your own task on time. Doing so demonstrates strong leadership skills, and it shows your whole team that you practice what you preach. Apologize when appropriate, whether to individual team members or to a larger group of people. An apology from a leader demonstrates vulnerability and transparency. You show that you're still working on your own competencies and weaknesses, and you're willing to admit when you're wrong. So make sure you focus on outcomes, not just task completion. You can check every box on your to-do list, but if your team doesn't reach the appropriate outcome, the whole team and you share in the blame. I did my part shows a task-oriented mentality. How can we do better, or how can I help, shows a focus on outcomes. 7, keep your eye on the big picture. As a leader, you need to strike a balance between zooming in on the details and zooming out to see the big picture. In other words, you must ensure your team is accomplishing the day-to-day task without losing sight of the overarching goals we're working toward and how the team contributes to those goals. It's a balancing act, but it's one that any great leader needs to learn how to do. Why is keeping big picture thinking important? Like staying focused on outcomes, big picture thinking doesn't spend all day chasing rabbits or putting out fires. Yes, fires need to be put out, but someone has to be responsible for refocusing the team as soon as the smoke clears. If you can keep the right focus, you'll stabilize your team and help them find synergy. 8, show some empathy. According to inspirational leader and author Simon Sinek, empathy is the most important instrument in a leader's toolbox. Simply asking, "Is everything okay?" demonstrates you care about the team. Examples of empathetic approaches. If an employee starts crying in your office or over Zoom, whatever was at the top of the agenda takes a back seat. Soften your tone and ask what you can do to help. When performance issues arise, say consistent late starts to work, ask questions before you jump to conclusions or consequences. We're not suggesting being laissez-faire about misconduct, but we are suggesting that talking to the employee about the factors contributing to the lateness. When team members are frustrated, don't jump straight to solutions. First, enter into the frustration. Find out the root cause and validate that frustration. Then you're ready to apply solutions. 9, build one-on-one relationships. One-on-one meetings are a great way for a team leader to build relationships. They also allow each team member to put their case forward for personal improvement or raise issues blocking them from performing better. Listen to what your team members say and do your best to support them. 10, build respect. Great leaders demonstrate respect for team members in many ways, particularly by being engaged with the team and working with them. Great leaders aren't afraid to admit mistakes or take risk. They understand that respect is earned through empathy, compassion, and trust. So why is mutual respect important in an organization? Teams generally will not trust or willingly follow a leader they do not respect. They'll follow begrudgingly when threatened into it, but that's no way to build a positive culture. Earning that respect is key to earning trust and willing followers. On the other side of the coin, team members who know they have their manager's respect are motivated and empowered to do more work and with more autonomy. Lead your team to success with teamwork. Being a leader presents constant new challenges, especially in our increasingly remote-first world. But armed with these 10 strategies, you now have a roadmap toward better teamwork, communication, and trust. Another component of trust and teamwork is visibility. When it's crystal clear who's doing what and why, teams can move forward with grace and speed. Teamwork provides this visibility into projects, clearing up the mystery and allowing all members of the team to work together toward a common goal. Are you struggling with stress at work or an overloaded workload, or just struggling with getting off that hamster wheel of chasing success? You should come join our private community. You can find more information by clicking on the link in the description below. We have a great group of success-minded people who are part of this great community. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget, hit that subscribe button and the bell to get notified when we post new videos so you don't miss any of the great videos coming up. So subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you there.